Welcome everyone. Today we'll be looking at the highly trained martial arts expert Quick Kick from the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. And this figure is number 116 in the Classified Series line. The front of the packaging looks excellent, and there's some awesome artwork of Quick Kick here at the front. On the left side are various symbols, which look very cool. Then there's an image of him on a blue background. On the right side is an almost full-scale image of him, which looks amazing. Here at the back is an image of the figure, which looks great. Then to his right is an image of a shuriken attached to a blue power effect. And below that image is a photo of an intricate design on the pants. Then here's the top and the bottom. Alright, so as we look at the head sculpt first, we can see that it looks good. The face sculpt design is great, and the expression is nicely done, and is that of a slight smirk. In addition, the jet black hair is sculpted very well, and the frontal portion of the hair is swept over the headband, which looks very cool. Overall, a very cool head sculpt, with a very good likeness to the character. The figure's physique is sculpted really well, and across the torso is a strap, which is part of the backpack that we'll look at later. It has 3 shurikens sculpted on it. The red strap is designed in a way that gives it a leather look. Overall, it's nicely done, and it's got some pliability to it. In addition, you can also see all the small details lining the strap. In regard to the pants, they have some excellent pattern work on the sides. And take a closer look at the paint application details for the patterns. Looks great. Also, you can see all of the creases and stuff on the pants, which brings out that detail even more. The bare feet are sculpted really well. Then here's a view of the back of the figure. And the 4 round slots attached to the belt are for holding the nunchucks. Looks great. So here's a look at the secondary head sculpt, and there are some paint imperfections. The first one is on the left side of the headband, and the other one is at the top of the head on the left side, as there's a red paint smudge. But despite these 2 shortcomings in the paint application, the head sculpt still looks great in terms of the design and overall paint job. So here's both head sculpts side by side. As you can see, the alternate one has a serious expression. In terms of the hair sculpt, the frontal hair over the headband on the second head mold is windswept, just like the first one, but slightly spikier. Also, on the alternate head sculpt, a small portion of hair on the left side almost touches the brow area, while the one on the first one does not. Then at the back, the hair is very windswept on the second one, whereas the hair at the back on the first one is basically relaxed. Overall, the first head sculpt has an overall calm disposition, whereas the second one's design indicates that he's both determined and engaged in serious combat. Overall, both of them look very good. And here are the rest of the accessories. So here we have 2 alternate hands, which are designed in a karate chop hand pose. Looks excellent. Then here's a pair of fisted hands, and these look excellent as well. And here's a frozen fudgy bar, which is very detailed, just like the other accessories. And it's quite pliable. Then here's a backpack, and the level of detail on it is really good. The detailed wrinkles look great, as do the pouches and straps on it. So overall, very good job on the backpack. In regard to the weapons, here are 2 swords. These really look excellent. However, there is a paint error on this particular sword, but it's not bad. And overall, these are designed very well. Likewise, here are two excellent looking nunchucks, which are quite pliable. Next, here's a silver shuriken with a blue throwing effect attached. It's very cool looking, and you'll notice two blue shuriken effects trailing behind it. And those are there to exhibit the speed and power of the weapon flying through the air. Alright, we'll begin looking at Quick Kick in a series of poses, and he's equipped with the frozen fudgy bar along with the backpack. Here he is with the alternate head sculpt, and he also has the swords equipped. Next, here's a look at the figure with one of the nunchucks and the karate chop left hand. Next, here's a view of him with the other nunchuck and the karate chop right hand. Next, here he is with the fisted hands. And here's Quick Kick with the shuriken throwing effect. Here's a look at the articulation. So the head moves up quite far. He looks down really far. The head can tilt very well, and it easily turns from side to side. Butterfly joints. The arms raise up all the way. Full arm rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Here's a wrist swivel with a hinge. Ab crunch, and he leans forward really far. Amazing. And he leans back very far. There's something like a ball joint in the waist area. Therefore, he can pivot at the waist really well. Waist swivel. He can basically do a full split. He kicks out forward all the way. And the legs kick backward very far. So as you can see so far, the figure has an amazing range of movement. Moving on, here's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and the lower legs bend back all the way. Swivel at the bottom of the pants. The foot goes up that far. It goes down very far. Ankle pivot. The range of movement in the secondary head sculpt is basically the same as the first one. So he can look upward quite far. He looks down quite far. The head tilts very nicely, and he looks from side to side easily. Alright, so in conclusion, this is really a nice looking figure, and overall, it's another excellent figure design in the G.I. Joe Classified Series line, which never disappoints. Quick Kick has amazing sculpting, and despite the few paint imperfections we saw earlier, the paint work is very good overall. The accessories, which there's a load of, all look very good overall. And his range of movement in terms of articulation is insane, which is not actually too surprising, since the character is a martial artist after all. Overall, you definitely should consider picking up this figure, as it would certainly be another great addition to your G.I. Joe collection. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please leave a like and subscribe.